Hello everyone, my name is Abu Bakr Salim and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about a very important structure in C language, and that structure is known as nested if structure. So in nested if, we put an if inside an if. Its structure looks something like this. There's an if block which contains a condition, and in this if block there is going to be an other if block. So this structure is known as nested if structure. And in your programs, there might be a possibility that you have to use such structure. So first of all, we have to understand the working of this nested if. And for that, I'm going to write a random program. I'm going to create variables. The name of first variable is animal, and the name of second variable is dog, and the name of third variable is cat. And I want to get the input of these variables from the user. So for that, I'm going to use %d, 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 and I'm going to write ampersand animal and ampersand dog and ampersand cat. So these are the three variables that I have used here, and I'm getting the values of these three variables from the user. Now I'm going to write if animal is equal to 1, then we are going to check that if dog is equal to 1, we are going to print the animal is dog. And if cat is equal to 1, we are going to write printf animal is cat. So this is a very random program that I have written, and I'm going to write else this is not an animal. So this is a very stupid program that I have written, but we are going to understand the logic of this program. So I am going to run this program and we'll see the output here. Now let's suppose I have entered the value of animal 0, and I have entered the value of dog 1, and the value of cat is also 1. So now you'll see that when I will run the program, the output is going to be this is not an animal. And why this has happened? Because the first condition of if block is false. So it will directly go to else part, and the output is going to be this is not an animal. So this is the working of simple if else that we have discussed in the previous lectures. But now, what if I enter 1 for animal, 1 for dog, and 0 for cat? Now the output is going to be this animal is dog. So you can see now, since the first condition, which was animal is equal to 1, is true, the program has also tested the conditions that are present in that first if block. That is from line number 6 to line number 16. And in that if block, the first condition of dog is also true. So the output is going to be the animal is dog. What if I enter 1 for animal, 0 for dog, and 0 for cat? Now you'll see that nothing will be printed on the screen because both the conditions that are present in the first if are false. So the output will be nothing on the screen. Now let me do it. Printf error. Now when I will run the program, 1 for animal, 0 for dog, and 1 for cat. The output is cat. Animal is cat. So this is a very simple basic program that we have discussed just to understand the purpose of nested if. We are going to discuss another example here, and that example is to check the greatest number from three numbers. So I am going to create three integers. We have already done this example in a previous video, but we are again going to do it with the help of nested if, because we know that there are different ways to solve a problem. So first we did it with the help of logical operators. Now we are going to do it with the help of nested if. So you can follow any of the following methods that we have discussed. So first of all, I'll be getting input from the user, percentage %d, percentage %d, percentage %d. This is the input that I want, and I want to get input for A, B, C. Now I want to compare the three values and get the output, and the output should be the greatest number. So for that, the first thing that I have to do is I have to first compare the first two numbers, and the first two numbers are A and B. So if A is greater than B, and now I'm going to use nested if to check whether A is greater than C or not. If A is greater than B and if A is greater than C, it means that A is greatest. But if this is not the case, then we are going to print C is greatest. So now you can notice one thing, that I have first checked A is greater than B. If that condition is true, then we'll be going in the inner side of the first if, and then I'm going to compare A from C. If that condition is true, then we'll print A is greatest, and if that condition is false, then we are going to print C is greatest. Similarly, I have to check it for B, and we are going to do it in the else part. If B is greater than C, printf B is greatest, and printf C is greatest. So this is the program that I have created, and I am going to execute the program. So the first input is for A, and that is going to be 15. For B, it's going to be 12, and for C, it's going to be 8. Now you'll see that the output is going to be A is greatest. How this has happened? Because the first condition, which is A greater than B, is true, and the first condition in the first if is also true. So the output is going to be A is greatest. What if I enter 12, 18, and 21? Now the output is going to be C is greatest, and the last else part block will be executed. So the output is going to be C is greatest. So this is how you can use nested if in your program. It is a bit tricky, but if you keep practicing this, it is going to be very easy and it will become very handy for you. Because in logical programs, you have to use these nested if structure in your programs. So I'll suggest that you have to solve many problems to understand the concept. So I hope that you have understood the concept. If there is any question, please let me know in the comment section and please subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.